So again, the progression, after phase 3, we come back and we're trying to work on some zone doubles. Okay, so I have a center and a right guard here working a 3-tech. The 3-tech's working back into the A gap. So back to our first step slide is that I have both of these offensive linemen taking wide inside zone steps. So again, you can see the explosion off the ball that my right guard is a whole lot quicker. You know what I'm saying? He's got his first foot in the ground before my center has his foot into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Second foot in the ground just as my center's putting his first step in the ground. Now again, I would counsel my center, this step maybe is a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? The longer that first step, the harder it is to get that second step in the ground. Grizz, so he's about 6 inches in width, 2 inches upfield. And again, he wants to take that step in case the defender wants to move to his left. Because then in the zone double, if the defender moved to the defender's left, then the guard would be a solo on that block. Since the 3-tech is stepping back in, the second step of the right guard here, and again, instead of carrying, should be right up through the crotch. You see how Grizz carries just a little bit too long here with that second step, so that I see the hand is not backed up by the shoulder, not backed up by the hip. And you can see how Grizz did not triangulate correctly with his feet because he's reaching to make that block. Now, the double go drill is I go ready, go, then I want him to fit the double and wait for the second go. You know what I mean? So now as I see how they fitted this double, to me, this is unsatisfactory. You know what I'm saying? Grizz needs to get his hip over here. You know what I mean? He's pretty good being straight along his left side body. Garrison, you know what I mean? He needs to be straighter with that toe. But both these guys need to be a whole lot closer. You know what I'm saying? I don't know whether any of you guys will watch the Terminator. I think it's Terminator 2, where they're in the mental institution and the Terminator's chasing Linda Hamilton, and they're in the elevator, and he sticks it and he pulls the door. I don't want to allow the Terminator to be able to split the 2 elevator doors here. And again, watching Grizz here. So this step here, where I drop, step, and lean. You know what I'm saying? So this is a coachable point. You know what I'm saying? And look how straight that leg is. You know what I'm saying? I agree that there's a whole lot of power in there by him stepping back, but I want to be able to step forward. I don't want to lean, because if this defender turns his shoulders and soft shoulders with his left shoulder, Grizz is going to end up on his nose. He's got no body control. He hasn't been able to reconcile how much force he's got going forward. Same thing at this point. This hand should not be up on the collarbone of the defender. He should be able to reset that hand and get it down so the heel of the hand is at the base of the numbers. And again, being able to get off on the linebacker. We'll watch a couple more of these and then we'll move on. Again, double go, trying to fit the double. And again, I can slow-mo to make sure I get 2 steps in the ground. Now it should be 2 steps for the front side guy, 3 steps for the backside guy to be able to fit this double up. So inherently, as they take this wide inside zone, it's right, left, right, and it's right, left. Also, we end up almost like a 3-legged race where I get my left foot up and my right foot up from the left tackle here. 1, 2. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. Now, Junior ends up taking 4 and 5 here. There's 1, 2, 3. And you can see how 4 and 5, so that this foot is behind. We both in this double should have a high inside knee. Right knee should be up for the left tackle, and the left knee should be up for the left guard as we fit this double. The problem is that if I get the right foot up and the left foot up for the left tackle and the left guard, is that we end up angling our bodies so that it makes it difficult to get out of the double. If this linebacker comes downhill with my left foot up and my right foot back, it makes it easier for me to disengage from push through on this block so my buddy can clean it up as I go to the linebacker. And again, this might be a review for a lot of you guys.
Coach Irv, how many hands do you want on contact initially on the double? 2, 3, 4, and how long do you want those hands on before they go to second level?
Well, so ideally, I'm looking for 2 hands on the double. It should be the left hand for the left guard and the right hand for the left tackle. The other hand should be not here down by my hip. It should be up protecting my right shoulder pad. So that if this defender, if he's taught to play the double team by grabbing and holding, then he's not going to allow, by holding the offensive lineman, he's not going to allow one of us to get off and get the linebacker, which is not a very good situation. So he should be, if this defensive lineman is trying to grab my shoulder pad, his right hand should be up here grabbing the wrist. So the left hand should be in on the chest. The right hand should be grabbing the left wrist of the defender. Right hand on the chest, left hand grabbing the right wrist. So I refer to it as a crucifix. Ideally, if we can get this defensive lineman crucifixed, pick him up and throw him right back on top of the linebacker, that's what I'm looking for. Did that answer your question there, Jax?
Yes, it does. Thank you, sir.
And again, watching my front side guy here, you know what I'm saying? So he takes that right hand and shove and go. The problem is sometimes if I get too big of a shove, you know what I mean, as he's trying to work the square, he ends up coming back door and beating us around the horn. You know what I'm saying? Stay square, try to give the running back a two-way go is what I'm looking to try to achieve here. One more, then we'll switch to another practice here. Again, I'd appreciate it if my left side lineman Grizz here, again, was a little bit lower. Now, the coaching point here is as I'm looking at my boy Mitch, how much space he has between his heel and his toe. Ideally, I'm not don't have this much stagger when I'm engaged, that my right toe is closer to my left heel and I'm square on this block instead of being angled in like this.